Okay, there's a question coming from KS on the Discord. So it's a little salute to you. And it's one of those questions, if you go through the trading clinic and various other bits and pieces, this question gets asked all the time. And it's about madness and drawdown and risk against account. Now, first of all, if you're risking something, you've already lost it. And it's not against the trader, it's against the industry. Because the industry fills you with garbage of 2% a trade, 3 to 1, all of this. You're setting yourself up for a fall before you start. Because it's not about risk. You should be right before you go into the market. And if you're not right, there's something fundamentally wrong. So let me just kind of show you. Now, I'm going to come back to this in just a second. So here's the question. You got the £20 challenge on the fivers. Now, I'm not sure which one it is. Now, if it's the boot camp, you won't have a daily drawdown till you fund it. If you're on the high stakes, you will have a daily drawdown. And if you're on the hyper, you'll have a daily drawdown. So when you say your max drawdown is 10%, it's not. It's whatever the daily limit is. That's what you want to work to. So that'll help define what your drawdown limit is. But if you're saying you want to cap it at 1% a trade, I'm sorry to say you've already failed. It's fine when you've got a huge account. You know, you've got 100,000 account and you say, I'm going to cap my trades at 1%. That's fine. Because you've got the money to back it up. When you've got small account, percentages mean knack all. Absolutely nothing. So you've got to change the way you think and think, I'm not willing to risk X amount of money. Now, it might be 10%, £10, might be £15. Turn it into a monetary amount, and then it starts making sense. So let me show you this. So this one's 2,500 as the starting balance. I'm setting it to 20p per 100 because I know I've got to expose myself to the market, but that will still keep the position sizes in check. And I'm looking at a 20 pip growth per day. So I've got a plan. I know I'm looking for 20 pips. I can do it to 2 trades, 3 trades, 1 trade, doesn't matter. But once I'm over 20 pips, I quit for the day and I will grow gradually. Now, as we come over onto this side, you'll see what my drawdown is. My drawdown is here because this is based on the high stakes and it is 10% total drawdown. But if I lose 5% at any one time, the whole account is gone. So I work to 5%. So my drawdown is 260 at this moment in time. And that's what I'm pricing against. So I round it and I round it down. I'm running at 50p a unit, which is here. Okay? Dead simple. Then I just plan it out through the day. Now today I'm complete. Started at 9, I was finished at 11. Day target's complete. And then tomorrow I'm reset and I'll be looking to make a tenner. Now a lot of people go, I'm not bothered about tenner, I couldn't care less about tenner. I want the big money. Well, fuck off. Because you're gambling, period. Steady steps. If I do 10 quid a day, it's 50 quid a week. That's not bad on a 5-day a week. Then as it grows naturally, which as you can see, it is, started at 20p's, it's now up to 50p. Running through, I haven't lost a day, 12 days straight through. Run this through, and then you keep an eye on your transactions and your sort of overnight charges, swaps, commissions, etc. here. So everything is checked out, okay? I've got a steady growth, so in 12 days, that's grown 3.9%. I'm more than happy with that. How do I do it when it's put into madness? Because I already know what I'm risking. I know that. So if I look at it and think, I'll take 15 quid on, 15 quid out of that ain't going to kill it. But 15 quid with 50p broken down, that gives me the width that I can work with madness. And I can easily do it. Now, how does that transpire over into a stat? Well, if I put my stat on, there it is there. So it's right the way through, three milestones. It's now working its way up to the 4th. I've got 117 ready to pay out because I bank everything. I just leave the initial stake in because I get a refund on it. Every time you hit a milestone, they give you a credit. Well, I just let that build up here as well. Somewhere. Where's it at? Don't know whether you can see it because of my head. But I've got a credit up here. So that builds up. There's my equity curve. Straight through. 38% into the next. Averaging 44 quid a week in profit. So when I'm saying 50, it's building its way in. So it's not that far off. Daily profit is about 9.90. That'll be over a tenner by next week. And then there we go. And you run it through. Dead simple. Just keep the figures relatively simple. See, start at 20 and then start building up. Nice and easy. There we are. 85% hit rate because I kill it if it's wrong. And then there you go. All the way through. And if you do get flattened, you make certain you get out. So there it is there. It's running roughly 1-on-1. But my profit factor, which is what we're looking at, so for every pound that goes in, it's getting 465 back. I'm more than happy. All right. And that's it. Average size is there. Now, this is all done on euro dollar. It's worked on the 3 candle principle, which is 3 hours. Average trade duration, 3 hours, 20 minutes. Everything checks out because you can't force the trade. Now, I did a thing today on planning, and it's around this sort of thing. Everything there is planned. But if you're going in, I want to do 1%, I think you've already failed. You need to break it down into a monetary amount, and then you'll be fine. And what you would do is, if you're at 50p a point, you put 5 positions in. If you still want 5 positions in and you're starting at 10p, then you know you're building up to 50. Well, you're going to have to 5 times that 10p and know that you're doing it. But ultimately, if you try and put percentages into smaller accounts, it ain't going to work. So turn it into money and look at the money value and then add the positions up and see if they're going to equal or be below that money value you're willing to put into the day. If it is, excellent, you can afford it, you've agreed to it. If it's above that, you can't afford it and you haven't agreed to it. And if you press the button, well, you know my opinion on that sort of thing. So there you go. That's the way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Convert it to money and then look at the money against the drawdown and see whether you're prepared to take the trade on. And that's it.